Welcome to Follow Through Fridays. It's actually Saturday, very early Saturday morning, but I am excited to review the week with you. I hope you've had a wonderful week. If you haven't listened to this week's episode on the Simple and Smart SEO Show podcast, I'm following up on the International SEO episode I did with Sarah Presh, who is an international SEO expert. And the reason why I wanted to talk to her was because earlier in the year, I had purchased a Shopify theme off of Etsy for my crystalwaddell.com domain. When I opened it up to customize it, there were 3 different options and I didn't realize it. And somehow I had gotten onto the US theme, I believe, but there was also a default theme and an international theme. I created what I wanted to create. And then I went to look at it and edit it again, and it looked like nothing had been done. And that's when I noticed that there was actually the default theme in addition to the US and the international. And so I thought to myself, I was like, wow, do I need this? Thankfully, my cross paths with Sarah about that time. And I realized, okay, she's somebody I can ask about that. And after our conversation, I realized I don't really have any reason to do international SEO right now for my business. I think this year I could probably count on one hand the number of times I've shipped internationally. And I know that shipping costs and the fees that are sometimes charged by the country that I'm shipping to can give us some nasty surprises, both as seller and buyer. So that has not been super fun to experience. Sarah did give me one really great idea, and that is to leverage Amazon. My favorite word, I think, is leverage. So what can you use to leverage to help your business grow? So Amazon, I actually had sent some photo props this year to Amazon for fulfillment, and it was my 2024 photo props. And in the past, I've had some issues with photo props being used by Amazon buyers and then returned. And crazy enough, I think I sent like 15 of these photo props to Amazon this year, and 14 were sold and used. And then 1 was returned and then resold. So I sold out of the inventory. So I definitely plan on sending more for the 2025 photo prop season. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because Amazon has markets in Canada, in France, pretty much globally. So if you heard the podcast episode, I was having some pretty great results from searchers in France. And I may consider sending some of those photo props or even just like 15-inch numbers to the Amazon warehouse in France and see what happens. So right now that falls on my never-ending to-do list of things that I'd like to do, but it's definitely something that I'm putting on the list. And if there comes a time where it makes sense, I will follow up on it. So that's what I took away from the International SEO episode. I did also want to say that I think it would be a fun experiment if, say, Google Search Console shows that you are getting searched for in Spanish, let's say in the United States. I think it would be a fun experiment to put the product that they are searching for in Spanish as a product page, and also maybe have a blog in Spanish about that product. And then obviously interlink between the two. And I'm going to be pitching this idea to one of my clients that I've been wanting to do this for so long for, because another thing I took away from Sarah was that you don't have to translate your whole site. And if you're not planning on shipping globally, you don't have to do it globally. If you don't have an immediate need for a bunch of people searching in a different language, then you don't have to convert your entire website into a different language. And then also she said that Google doesn't like it when you mix languages on a page. So I thought, well, what about just creating separate pages of, a product? And so I think that would be a fun experiment. If that's something that appeals to you too, I would love to talk to you. I think that would make a really fun episode. So definitely reach out to me on social media at Simple and Smart SEO, and maybe we could collaborate on something like that. The last thing was in relationship to Google Search Console and finding search terms that lead to new products, because I've talked about this a little bit before, but I found out that people were not searching in Spanish for this, but they were searching for marquee letters to rent or buy in my Shopify store. And that's not something that we had created before. So I thought, you know what? It looks like it's time to launch a new product. So we're building these letters as people order them. We charge $100 per letter to rent, and we got our first wedding rental for 9 letters. So that is super exciting. And if you can't tell, I'm a little bit sick right now. And part of it is because my body is really sensitive to chemicals. Thankfully, I have a friend that lives in my neighborhood who is also a teacher. Although I don't teach anymore, we used to teach together years ago. And she also side hustles as a painter. We're meeting today to talk about her painting these letters. And it's going to be a really fun project and collaboration because even though we're making them as their order, there are a couple that I want to make that I've seen that are popular online, like baby or Mr. and Mrs., like the ampersand and sign in the middle. This is something that we can work on together in the meantime while people are placing orders. So that's happening. And it's such a fun time of exploration and then realizing that the answers truly are in Google Search Console. If people are searching for it, you don't have to build it and they will come. It's like they're already there. They're already ready. They're already looking. So why not fulfill the need? And so super excited about how that project's going. I want to let you know that you can still join the SEO squad. We are in our second round of the Founders Members launch. So as of March 2024, you can still join as a second round founding member for only $29 a month. And we meet every week to talk about your website and how to get more sales. So we talk about all things optimization, all the things that I do for my clients. You get to pick and choose where you want to start, choose your own adventure to optimize your website for your perfect product. So I have something in the works on that's going to match up with a 3-day challenge. So if you like podcasts and you like 3-day challenges, make sure you continue to listen in as I give more details about that in the future. And of course, I'd like to invite you to join me next Wednesday when I'm talking to Sarah Jensen. She is also a North Carolina native, which is cool because I live in North Carolina. And she is going to be talking about how she demystifies marketing for small business owners. So you'll definitely want to tune into that. And with that, I hope you have a great weekend and I will see you next time. Oh, and don't forget, keep moving forward. Hey guys, this is Crystal, one of your co-hosts from the Simple and Smart SEO Show podcast. If you're looking for a unique, handcrafted way to spruce up your home or office, then collagenwood.com is the perfect place for you. We are a small, woman-owned business that offers a range of beautiful wooden signs for your home or office. Our talented team of artists will work with you to create a sign that perfectly suits your needs. So why wait? Use promo code SIMPLE10 to save 10%. Visit collagenwood.com today. Save 10% with promo code SIMPLE10. That's collagenwood.com.